And every year we have to welcome in and meet about 10,000 incoming freshmen into Rutgers. So the job is daunting. I think one of the most challenging activities that we have is keeping up with our alumni. The alumni graduate and they're out in the world, and the experience that they've had here at Chabad House has not been one where you come to a club or you come to an organization. This is family. And as family, we keep in touch, and we do our best to keep in touch with them. Thank God they love keeping in touch with us.
We're now seeing the children of our original students that dormed here 25 years ago are now living in this building. These are the parents that are coming are our former students. That's something I never, ever could have dreamt, to merit to see.
And of course, the support from the alumni has been wonderful. And we're very thankful to our alumni who really identify with our mission on campus, with our holy work on campus, and support us very generously.
The sort of deciding moment where I realized that this is an organization that I want to continue to stay involved in is it was a chat right around the beginning of the pandemic. So it was at April 2020, enough time that people were able to digest what was going on, but not enough time for people to know what the heck they were doing. And I was seeing some of the other organizations that I was involved in and how they were responding to the pandemic. And just talking to Rabbi Shai, I was kind of asking him, talking on the phone, and just saying to him, hey, by the way, how's Rutgers Chabad doing? He said, yeah, not great. I mean, the students are obviously not around. They won't be around for who knows how long. And it's been tough for us to sort of make it work, and especially paying payroll. It's like, well, what payroll? There's no, beds to be made. There's no food to be cooked. And he's like, yeah, but we have staff who relies on us, and regardless, we're going to make sure that we pay their payroll before anything else. And just hearing the way that Chabad House responded to the pandemic and ensuring that the first thing that they were going to do was take care of the people close to them and the folks that rely on them, and then figure out the rest from there.
One incident I remember very, very clearly, and I think that's what really kicked off my appreciation for Eitan and really took our relationship to the next level. It was a Friday evening, it was a Shabbos, and he came to shul. And whereas most people were dressed in suit and tie, or at least something a little bit more formal, he was dressed very, very informally. And I don't know if I asked him, or we just kind of got into the conversation, because Chabad House is a very, very non-judgmental place, and you come at whatever you see fit, and we love you for it. But somehow he said to me, I was sitting in the front of the he said to me that he was sitting in the front of the shul. And he said, I sat there on purpose. And I sat there on purpose dressed like this. So if anybody else unassumingly walks into shul and they're not all dressed up, they'll see they're not the only one and they'll still feel comfortable. And that to me was the Eitan that I got to know throughout the many years since I first met him. And that really, really spoke to me, and it's only gotten stronger throughout the years.
As an alumnus, obviously, when you're a student, you have limited means. I mean, the best you could really do there is show up. I wasn't making a ton of money as a student. So I think opening your wallet, you could open your wallet, you probably won't find much there as a student. But just showing up and being engaged as a student, but then sort of as time goes on, I sort of mentioned earlier, just as an alum, you sort of get perspective about what they do. And I think to both honor sort of what the continued mission of Chabad is, along with allow them to continue doing it, is just continue to stay engaged, however financially or otherwise. I know I personally have a special sort of appreciation for Chabad.
Throughout the years since Eitan graduated, he maintained an interest in Chabad House as well as personal friendship that I really cherish. And Eitan is very much a man of his words. If he's interested in something and if he believes in something, he will support it, not just with his words, but with his wallet as well. And that's so meaningful to me, not just because it helps Chabad House out financially, but because I know that I truly have somebody in this journey with me. I may be sitting in New Brunswick in Chabad House, he's sitting in Manhattan or wherever he happens to be at the time. But I know that I have people that are supporting what we do and are really in this together with us.